Yeah, it was a great college basketball game. Virginia Tech, Coach Young, their players, they battled. Play a 3 overtime game like that in this, rivalry is, a pretty cool thing, for all the players. Difference in the game down at the end. Certainly, both teams made big plays to extend it or get a little bit of a lead, and then the other team would come back. And just really impressed with all the players out on the court and the plays that they were able to make. Hammond was the difference in the game. Clearly, his ability to get inside our defense, to make the key plays, even the tip there at the end in transition. He was a big time player tonight. And we'll learn from this. We'll go back and get ready. It's hard to win on the road, and I thought the crowd was excellent tonight. They did a good job of energizing their team. We've got to be more disciplined, going forward.
Okay, Jeff, and then Mark, and then we'll take a couple in front here too. Jeff, right here.
Were you worried about Tech's ability to offensive rebound, particularly Hansberry, Gerdak?
Yeah, no doubt. And, Gerdak at this point in the season, if he were to have played more minutes, he'd be, one of the top in the country. But he's not statistically there. Obviously, tonight he got minutes, more minutes than is typical, for him. And he did an awesome job of putting pressure on us in and around the basket. And, we've just got to be better. There's times where we're blocking out and it's getting tipped or whatever. I thought they just did a nice job overall.
Ryan, did their defense do anything to make it a tough shooting day for you guys?
I thought they did a nice job of closing short, and they're a good 3-point shooting defensive team. It's 29%, and one of the reasons they get out on the 3, and they make it a little bit more difficult. And then in closeout situations, they don't overclose, and so sometimes, those shots end up being contested. And so we talked to our guys before the game about, just our discernment and trying to get the right closeout, to maybe pass up one to get it to the backside. There were several times, where, we took the bait, a few times. But, all in all, there were some that were wide open too. We just didn't knock down enough.
Lucas Harrison, 3304 Sports. So you guys Virginia Tech got into the bonus about 5 minutes into the second half.
Yeah.
What do you guys need to do to stay more disciplined going forward?
Yeah, I think they did a great job of attacking the rim, and some of those are on offensive rebounds, and so that's part of it as well. It's 2 areas for us that we're constantly working on. Defensive rebounding, certainly playing physical without fouling, and it all comes back to discipline and just, getting to the next play. And, this is a new group, that's together, and we don't have that many shared experiences. And so this will certainly be one that hopefully will be beneficial for us.
Okay, we'll take one in the middle, and then David Teal.
Thomas Hughes, Virginia Tech on SI. Obviously, you've been here before, served as an assistant under Seth Greenberg. What's it like coming back here?
Yeah, it's great to come back. It's a wonderful place, a wonderful community, great people here. Fun to see folks that I knew way back when and have stayed in touch with. And so the Odoms are thankful for their time, here at Virginia Tech and for Coach Greenberg. And, I think what he did when he was here was really special. Transitioning Virginia Tech from the Big East to the ACC in basketball, it's a pretty daunting task for any coach. And, certainly that success has continued here. Coach Young's doing a fabulous job.
Okay, time for 2 more, David, and then Ed.
Ryan, I forget which overtime it was, the first or the second. You don't have any timeouts left, and there's like 3.5 seconds left until Tillis throws the length of the court pass. I think it's to DeRitter.
To DeRitter. Yeah.
As diagrammed, I know you're not expecting an air ball. And
it's just the old school. You've seen it. It was just the old school home run play. And the key is catching it. And Devin's a great passer. We wanted to save the timeout, so we threw it ahead, to save the timeout, the play before, which was really important because you probably don't get to that if you don't save the timeout and put yourself in a position, on that side of half court. And with the change in rules, coaches, players probably a little more hesitant, to contest and get close to shooters, because of the continuation and stuff, but and fouling up three, but for our guys to execute that, was really cool. But we can't be in that position, where you're relying on that. And Chance made a heck of a play. You can't, he just follows the ball, did what he was supposed to do, and chased it, and was there just in the nick of time.
Okay, last one. Ed.
What does a game like this say about the value of winning on the margins, or how the margins and the little things add up, particularly in conference play?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. I mean, we certainly know that. Our guys understand that. We've got some guys on our roster that have played in big-time games, whether they're in a high major conference or a mid-major conference. They've played in games like this. Not everybody gets to play in a triple overtime game, but, it's special. You have to execute, and it doesn't matter what the score is, and are we playing in the 90s? Are we playing in the 60s? Obviously, both teams were struggling scoring, throughout the game, and it comes down to execution. And they found something that they could go to, and Hammond did a nice job of keeping us a little bit off balance. He rejected some, he snaked in there. He made some big plays.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
We'll have a couple of